Going to get it up and recording. All right, it is the final. This is the absolute final game. It is the finals of the League Monthly February 2012 tournament, brought to you by Esports Monthly, online at esportsmonthly.com and also on Twitter. I'm raGe. Joined alongside me is from Dirt Nap Gaming, Fourth Oracle, and I also have a special guest with me, Dirt. Not Dirt. You're Dirt, Nicantor. That's obviously what I meant to say. From raGe Gaming, Team raGe, is Nicantor, who's the sub actually for raGe, which is why you don't see him playing right now. It is raGe against Team Just the Usual. Both teams have been playing great so far this tournament. It's going into game number 3. It's tied 1-1. It's a best out of 3 series, so we're really looking forward to getting into this one. And sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation, but I just wanted to introduce this, kind of give a little bit of a picture on what's going on here, and we're really looking forward to this game.
Well, I was just saying that just that you just quit the game because we have the skin advantage here.
I don't know, man. The Nutcracker Shaco is pretty OP.
That is nothing compared to the Misfortune skin that he has.
The coolest skin out of all of them is the Warwick skin. That skin is still my absolute favorite.
Yeah, so we still win. We still win, though.
Tundra Fizz, too adorable.
Yeah, those are all on my team, so they should just quit right now.
And the skin advantage is obviously what takes it. I don't like that new skin, actually. Like, it looks really cool in the splash art, but it's just not that cool in game, in my opinion.
Yeah, trust me, Nihilius, the second that he bought that skin, he cried to me. He's like, how do I get a refund?
Yeah, I was a little frustrated about it, too, but... Oh, well, what do you do? New bot, skin OP.
Alright, so it looks like we're into this final game here. Wow. So this is the first 20 seconds of the game that will decide the tournament. I think as laning phase starts, we should be looking for ganks mid, I'm guessing, from Shaco, being able to take advantage of those bindings from Morgana. I don't know about bot lane. I think that both bot lanes have decently strong ganks, especially once Sona gets her slowing power cord. I think we're going to see a lot of aggression bot lane once Sona and Tristana hit 6. That's where we're really going to see Just the Usual pulling out ahead bot lane, because we have, like, Misfortune has a lot of damage, but Tristana is going to be able to burst down a lot harder than Misfortune is. Plus, Tristana's ultimate counters Misfortune's ultimate. She can interrupt it very easily.
Yeah, we're getting ready. Everyone's starting to get set up, and it looks like Shaco isn't going to do anything too crazy. He's going to go ahead. I'm kind of interested. I always love watching Shacos start to set up their jungle, because you know it's kind of an intricate thing. You know they've spent time on it. You know they've spent time knowing where to put the right boxes, where, how to kind of get experience out of it and get their best possible jungle to allow him to gank right away. Looks like he's setting up 2 boxes at Wolves here. I've never actually seen this. Usually it's at a buff.
Yeah, I mean, he probably just wants to take Wolves real quick, wants to take Blue, probably doing something closer to a traditional jungle, and those boxes are going to make it that much faster. I'm surprised that he's not starting at Red to take advantage of that early ganking potential, but I guess he is running Boots 3 pots. We will probably be seeing him pick up Red shortly here.
And he's going to lay down the boxes. He is going to take blue buff right away, and so that's going to kind of set him off into the jungle. He lays down another box. One thing about Shaco that a lot of people miss out on is that he is able to, and it looks like Jarvan is actually doing the opposite. Jarvan is starting off at red buff and taking a lot of damage in the process of doing it. But one thing with Shaco, going back to kind of that mindset, is Shaco is able to, despite going for red right away, he's able to farm pretty fast with his boxes. So I'm not too totally surprised we see him starting at blue. We see pink starting to go off towards bottom, and I think they're just kind of showing where wards are being placed down. 2 really quick wards, because Jarvan and Shaco can gank early and can gank fast, especially after level 2.
Well, something that I also want to point out is Shaco has not used Smite yet. He's going to be able to take red buff pretty quickly. However, he doesn't have cloth armor, taking a lot of damage early on there.
He does have 2 more health pots, though, so I'm sure he's going to pot up here and start to make his way through it. Looks like he's possibly kind of an interesting...
Looks like he's coming mid.
We'll see. Fizz did take his Playful Trickster early on, so he is going to be able to get out of any kind of ganks that happen. Shaco is in there. He lays down his Shiv, and it's not really able to do too much as... Fizz just kind of rolling around out there. He didn't have to use his Playful Trickster to get out, but Shaco is starting to make his way around one more time. I wonder if he's going to maybe try to... looks like he's
Jarvan had tried to gank bottom, but nothing really came of it. Tristana and Sona both really safe. Tristana took her rocket jump. She'll be just fine. In the meantime, Lee Sin is laying down a lot of damage on Warwick. He is at 13 CS, while Warwick is still only at 6. Wow,
something
bot
interesting
lane.
to take a look at as well. Oh, bot lane...
You see that? Tristana just taking a lot of damage just straight up. Nunu showing that sort of power he has from his Ice Ball. Oh, looks like
Shaco
Shaco's...
took blue buff from Jarvan. Now that is going to put Jarvan behind even more, and Shaco's already level 3. Jarvan has hit level 3, and he literally just hit level 3, whereas Shaco is almost level 4, so he does have a little bit of the level advantage. It looks like he's also going to go and clear out his wolf, so Shaco doing a good job of counter jungling, something that is, if he's not ganking, he's counter jungling. He's doing a great job at it, making sure he's keeping his levels up, and there he goes hitting level 4.
Yeah, I agree. He had seen Jarvan trying to gank bot earlier, and he took that as a sign to take blue buff really easily. Jarvan trying to gank bottom and almost nothing coming of it, and that gave Shaco such a huge opportunity. Looks like he's just going to go around. Now he has revealed himself, but he is mid lane. Oh, looks like we have some aggression bot lane though. Nope, not going to happen. I guess they're just trying to farm right now.
Yeah, it looks like both teams really kind of just doing the farming war. Fizz 15 CS, Morgana with 15 as well. Oh, Shaco's starting to make his way in. He is going to get the hit off on to Fizz, but Fizz has that playful trickster.
Bot lane, we have aggression now. It looks like Misfortune has been taken incredibly low, and now Tristana and Sona shifted their damage over to Nunu, but it's not going to be enough. Misfortune is way far behind right now. She is forced to burn her last health potion to stay a little bit longer. However, in mid lane, looks like there was a bit of a scuffle, but Shaco is going to be Shaco and run away. Wow.
We also see a
aggression early game.
A lot of harassment going on up top. Warwick, however, does have the ability to get his health back. So both really kind of sustaining champions. Lee Sin does a lot of damage up top. We've seen a lot of top Lee Sin so far this tournament, and one thing we've noticed out of him is that he's doing a lot of harassment early on. He really does a good job of using his Q to do a lot of damage onto whoever he's playing against. Warwick, however, does have a great sustain. I'm a little bit surprised we see Misfortune still down at bottom lane. She has a lot. She has taken a lot of damage. She is pretty low on health. Nunu does not have any kind of way to give her any sustain. Oh, we see some damage going off on mid lane. The black shield is up. The possible knockup, no, it's not going to happen. Sorry about hitting my microphone there. The knockup did not happen, and they're going to walk away out of there unscathed, although it looks like Deathmonger playing Jarvan is going to try to do a little bit of counter jungling, and will he be able to do it? He's going to take some damage. Oh, he'll smite the big Wraith and head out of there. Nope, there comes Shaco. Shaco was possibly going to go in there. Now, Jarvan is pretty behind, actually, right now. He's halfway up to level 4, whereas Shaco is almost level 5. Shaco almost
there he is.
Buffing a 2-level difference over Jarvan, which is pretty amazing.
Now we see in bot lane, Misfortune is being forced to back for the first time because she was just too low. She was starting to fall behind in farm, but Shaco is moving up, has started attacking Warwick, and Lee Sin has moved on to the other side. Blair's and now has 2 enemies between himself and the tower. He's just going to hit a minion, I guess, and that is going to be first blood for Shaco. Wow, that is not the person you want to get first blood.
No, absolutely not. Now, that was just a great play from Shaco coming in there. He laid down the Ignite right away, also laid down the box.
In the meantime, though, bot lane Nunu getting out with 10 HP. But that is leaving Sona all alone.
Oh, the ultimate off from Morgana. Morgana has the ultimate onto Jarvan. Morgana, however, is taking damage from the turret. Shaco is still there. Shaco's going to get a shiv off on Jarvan, and Shaco will pick up an early 2 kills right now. That'll make him 2-0. That'll also give him first blood. So the one person you didn't want to give kills to because he does snowball fast, he snowballs hard, is Shaco, and he has 2 kills. And actually, oh, there goes the ultimate Warwick onto Shaco. Shaco's going to get ignited as well, and flares Warwick, grabbing the ultimate, grabbing the kill on Shaco, and he's saying, we're not going to let you get away that fast. And a great heads-up play from Warwick, who also had his E there. So just a great play.
Yeah, this has been so action-packed. This is so different from the games that we were seeing earlier, where there were no kills for a good long time, where there was first blood, but then we just saw a lot of inactivity for a while. This is the exact opposite. We are seeing a lot of early game fighting. And so far, it looks like just the usual is coming out on top because they did give Shaco first blood, and he does have 2 kills. In early game, he's able to do more with those 2 kills than the other team. Bleh. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm
just kind of watching here, Slacko playing Fizz against Morgana. I love the way he plays it. Really does a great job with going in. He does his dash in. He does his Seastone Trident into Urchin Strike in, and then he uses his Playful Trickster to kind of dive out of the Morgana Dark Binding, and I just love the way he plays that. Does a little bit of damage onto her and backs out. He plays a strong Fizz, someone that we don't necessarily see a ton in competitive play. We do see the wards going now. We have Shaco sitting in this bush here. I'm not sure if they know that he's actually actually in there. Looks like they are playing pretty conservatively. Oh, Tristana taking some big damage on from Misfortune. She's going to head out of there. However, shaco starting to make his way into Jarvan's jungle once more. CV comes down.
Oh, what? Oh, no, shaco is going to Q out of there. Looks like he doesn't really jump away. He just sort of freaks them out, makes them think he's gone. But he's actually behind them. Jarvan has jumped onto Morgana, dealing damage. No, she is spell immune. It looks like she's going to be fine, not taking too much damage there. Yeah, and I got a message from... Uh-oh, looks like shaco's popped his ultimate to catch Jarvan off guard. He had thrown a box in the bush, and now it looks like doesn't want to do anything. However, the binding has landed on Fizz. However, Fizz he's able to get away just in time. shaco, oh my gosh! Jarvan had smote Big Wraith to make sure that he got the majority of the gold there. Top lane, we have Lee Sin pushing Warwick out of lane. Well, Nicantor had messaged me just a bit ago saying a shaco in the game means early game aggressiveness, and that makes a lot of sense. However, Nunu almost catching shaco, but of course he has his Q. He's going to jump out of there and be just fine. Wow, those are some very close plays right there.
Now, watch for the quick early dragon as well coming out from shaco. shaco does have his Razor. He does grab the quick pink ward. I'm sure we're going to see that come down really fast here. Oh, the Ignite is off onto Warwick. Lee Sin is going to tower dive him. Flares does get the lifesteal off on him, but he is not going to have enough lifesteal, and he is going to fall. However, Jarvan is coming in. He does not have his ultimate, so he cannot use it onto him. He does get the knockup, though. Slow from the shield. Continuing to do damage. Safeguards over to a minion, and it looks like Lee Sin probably going to get out of there. And Flair's saying, oh, and Morgana actually is on her way up there as well. Fizz is there. She does put up her Dark Binding. shaco in. Ultimate from Morgana. Morgana has taken a lot of damage. The ultimate from Fizz knocks up shaco and Morgana, and they're going to get away out just fine. It'll be a one-trade kill. Warwick falling to Lee Sin. And looks like blue buff possibly going. We might see a little bit of a skirmish here going on at blue buff. The ward down there. There is Jarvan. Jarvan getting tagged a bit by shaco. They know that he's there. Morgana does have the blue buff, so I'm expecting they're probably going to give this one over to shaco. The pings are going off. Warwick is starting to make his way in there. Jarvan does get feared. The pool is on him. Jarvan goes in there with the knockup. They do the ultimate. That is a great play from shaco. We see that shaco sitting up there. That is not the real shaco. There goes the Q from Warwick, and they're going to head out of there. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, Fourth Oracle, but what a cool kind of move. I've never seen that done before by a shaco. He used his ultimate, and as soon as he did the ultimate, he Q'd out as well, so they didn't know that he used his ultimate. It could have just looked like it was him deceiving out.
shaco is such a high skill cap champion. You can play him good, but then you can play him great. And it looks like Chris really knows how to play shaco well. Now bot lane, bot lane we have Misfortune pulling out ahead over Tristana, showing that early game dominance that she has. Tristana, of course, being the harder late game carry because of her range being so strong, still having a great initiation. Looks like Misfortune is just going to farm. She has pulled out a decent distance ahead. Tristana now at 75. And now Misfortune has pulled out ahead at 94 and is feeding minions to tower. This is really going to hurt for Tristana.
Yeah, don't forget that roughly around 15, I think the official number is 12 CS, is what makes a champion kill. And so that's roughly about 2 champion kills worth of gold. And as you look at items, oh, Fizz almost getting getting binded there, but he does use his Playful Trickster. We see the ping start to go off on to Dragon. shaco does not have his ultimate. He will have his ultimate pretty soon. Jarvan does know that he's in there. The pings are starting to go off at mid. Jarvan gets hit by the Dark Binding from Morgana, and it looks like this is going to be a pretty easy Dragon going in favor of Team
Jarvan steals it with the poke!
What a great steal. However, right now, raGe is in a bad position, especially Jarvan, who gets exhausted right now. Jarvan is probably going to fall here. Fizz also in a bad position. Fizz is trying to take out Sona. He does take out Sona in time. Lee Sin taking out Fizz. It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. shaco just making his way out of there. They can't see that he's there. He used his deceive, and that'll be a 2-for-1 take. However, raGe did grab Dragon, so I have to say I'll give that in favor of Team raGe right now.
Wow, what an incredible play. That was, yeah, I'm surprised that the smite didn't come out from shaco. He must have smote too early, because Jarvan just barely picked it up with the tip of his spear.
I'm not sure smote is a word. You can correct me on that one. Smote.
All right, I'll look it up.
You have to look that one up. I'm challenging you on that one. Right now, just the usual with the 5-3 kill lead. However, raGe does have the dragon as well, so they are sticking in there. They're down by about 300 gold. Miss Fortune also has a big CS lead over Tristana right now. And Nunu making sure that Tristana can't get some of that CS. Really doing a good job of denying him experience. That's something great with Nunu, is just having such an aggressive support. You're able to kind of say, you know what, Tristana, you're not getting in here. You're not.
Honestly,
we're going to deny you.
It looks like shaco has been caught by Warwick. Warwick roaming around in the jungle, and Fizz is there to take care of him too. shaco is cute, trying to get away, and yep, he's going to be fine. Zone Ultimate goes out to try and defend themselves, and looks like they are going to be able to get out, but Tristana has been caught as well, using the ultimate to get out. Wow, that is Sona's ultimate being burnt, Tristana's ultimate being burnt, and that means raGe has free reign over just the usual's blue buff.
Now, that's one of the unfortunate things about having shaco, is when shaco gets caught, he's pretty squishy, and if he gets caught early game in a bad position, he's in a bad position. Now, Lee Sin has had free reign over top tower. He did take it. That's the first tower of the game that has gone down, and he still has it. Nobody is in area. Warwick is just kind of sitting there. He's going to go ahead and collect his items. He does have his Wriggles Lantern and his Ninja Tabby, but Lee Sin is going to be able to do a decent amount of damage. No, he's not going to do any damage to that tower. The minions will, though, take a pretty good amount, and Warwick is going to miss out on some of the CS.
And we see Miss Fortune is getting ahead in bot lane, and Nunu is making sure that she stays there, because if Tristana tries to engage, Nunu's going to be there to slow her, so she is going to have a lot of trouble to get away, and of course the Blood Boil is going to increase Miss Fortune's attack speed by a butt ton, a metric butt ton, if you will.
I'm not sure that's real either. I think you're going to have to prove that one to me as well. I don't think that's real.
I'll look it up.
Don't look that up. Don't Google that.
Oh no, I'm not going to Google that. That's a terrible idea.
That's probably a terrible idea.
No, we see that Tristana is finally given a breather to farm. That being said, Miss Fortune is almost 40 CS ahead of Tristana. That is a massive lead.
Massively massive lead right now.
Massive.
I'm kind of interested to take a look here. Fizz right now 66 to Morgana's 95. So right now, but he does have 2 kills over 2 kills and 1 death. shaco sitting here kind of camping the area. Look at this. shaco is level 7. Fizz right now is level 10. Morgana's starting to make her way up towards top, and it looks like Fizz is just going to kind of sit here and wait. He's not going to take the bait and head over there. shaco is there. Fizz just using his playful trickster on a creep wave. Oh, and there goes the Morgana ultimate. Morgana does have her dark binding. There goes the ultimate. She does waste the puddle and an ignite. I'm kind of surprised Morgana laid that ignite off on Fizz. I'm not sure if that was just to get him out of the area or what, but it didn't do too much. It was a waste of ignite and kind of a waste of an ultimate.
Yeah, definitely. Morgana's ultimate isn't going to be up for another 95 seconds. Fortunately for her, there aren't going to be any neutral objectives to contest for a while now. However, look at this. raGe has 3 Wriggles Lanterns. Now shaco has just picked up blue buff. Looks, even though he's a little bit behind, he has just turned level 8 just a little bit ago. He is a little bit behind farm. Behind Jarvan, and even though he has those 3 kills, his level just is not looking so good right now. If we look at the farm, looks like we actually have some time now. Morgana is out farming Fizz by a nice margin, so that would mean that bot lane is really going well for raGe. But on the Nicantor has interrupted me. No, Jarvan is definitely ahead in farm right now, but it looks like, wow, shaco's picked up an Oracles. Didn't notice that before.
Oh, it looks like shaco right here. He does have the Oracles. He is sitting in this lane. They do know that Jarvan is there. There goes the ping off on Jarvan. Morgana is in there. There goes the knock up onto Morgana. However, she does have her shield. shaco's going to go in there. However, he doesn't do a ton of damage right now. He's more used for a surprise. Oh, we do have Warwick sitting there, and there's some big pins saying we got to head out of here. Otherwise, Warwick is going to come in and lock in one of us. Morgana has her shield on cooldown right now for at least another 5 seconds. So they're going to head out of there. They're not going to initiate onto that. That could really be bad for just the usual. Right now, really kind of a close game. It is 5-3 for just the usual. They do have the kill advantage. However, the kills are on shaco, whereas with Team raGe, they have the kills on Fizz and Warwick, and Fizz and Warwick are very strong late game. Those are the two champions you want a lot of your kills to be on, whereas with shaco, he does fall off late game. So I think this is really kind of going in the favor of raGe right now, who also picked up the dragon. We see Jarvan kind of defending mid lane here and defending it off, doing some decent damage. We see that he lays down his shield and slows down shaco. However, Fizz is not able to get in there in time to really do damage. We're going to make our way towards bot lane, where right now Misfortune is doing a lot of damage onto both Sona and Tristana, and just really bullying with the CS. 156 CS compared to Tristana's 106, which is just crazy.
Dragon has just spawned, and pings are going out from both sides. Let's see. raGe is not in the best position right now to take it. Oh, it looks like Fizz has been engaged on from the Lee Sin queue. Fizz is doing all they can, trying to jump over the wall, but it's not going to be enough. Looks like Lee Sin picks up that last hit and that kill. Again, the kill going out to the person who isn't necessarily as good late game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Just the Usual tried their best to win this game.
Oh, Jarvan finding himself in
the wall, but he's taking a lot of damage. He has been queued. Here comes the Nunu ult. He has got nobody in it, however. And now Jarvan is being pushed out. He's killed by Sona. And now Tristana is left all alone, cordoned off. She jumps over the wall. Sona ult comes out, not hitting anyone. Nunu is forced to jump over the wall as well. In the meantime, let's see. Tristana was taken out by the late Misfortune. Now, it looks like Flares is getting chased down, running through the jungle. Chris is just sort of running around, making sure that he can't get away. Not sure. Flares has been exhausted on Warwick. The snare has gone off. He's still running away. Misfortune has come to try and defend him. And it looks like they're going to finally disengage from each other. What a long team fight, ending up with a 1-for-1. And it looks like raGe is going to be in the better position to take Dragon here. They do have 3 Wriggles Lanterns on their team. That is a lot of Wriggles.
Well, they're going to go ahead and use that for their opportunity to really kind of take buffs, secure the jungle, secure Dragon. We see Fizz sitting in there. Right now, Sona's in kind of a bad position. Fizz is going to use his Playful Trickster, jump over the wall, and grab a really quick blue buff. And actually, Nunu is going to be the one that ends up taking it. shaco is in there. He lays his Shiv off onto Warwick. Oh, there goes the ultimate from Fizz. Fizz doing a lot of damage onto shaco. shaco is going to fall fast. However, Nunu falls fast to Tristana. Fizz is in a bad place right now. There goes... Oh, the flash from Fizz is a fail flash, and he is going to go down. Jarvan trying to make his way in to do a little bit of something, maybe add a little bit. Oh, he's going to use his ultimate so that way Warwick can get out of there safe. Good guy, Jarvan. Makes it so that Warwick can get out safe. Warwick is going to hop into mid lane and lifesteal off some creeps. However, that's another 3 kills over for the side of Just the Usual. Once again, we see Dragon going over to raGe. Actually, did raGe grab the Dragon? I didn't see necessarily if they grabbed it.
Yeah, raGe grabbed the Dragon. They grabbed it long before Just the Usual was able to get there.
Yeah, Just the Usual, though, just once again doing a phenomenal job of having great positioning, doing a great job with knowing where the team fight's going to be and really taking advantage of it. And I also think that was just a bad initiation from Fizz. He really wanted to get that kill on shaco, and he got the kill, but I don't think it was worth it.
No, it wasn't. They got Dragon, and they took out shaco. shaco did have oracles. However, raGe overall probably did lose that team fight. I mean, they lost 3. They got Dragon. Overall, a win for them. However, after they took Dragon, they could have easily just backed off, said, okay, that's enough for us. Because Just the Usual has such a strong early game team composition. Instead, they stuck around and fought it out against a fed shaco, a fed Lee Sin, and a Tristana who is doing quite well. Even though she's more of a hyper carry, she still does very well mid-game. The only time she has a lot of trouble is early game. So that was definitely a mistake for raGe to stick around. Should have just cut their... They didn't even need to cut their losses. They came out of that ahead. However, they stuck around too long. Not quite worth it to stick around. Overall, though, still the advantage going to them. And I think that in the end... I don't know. raGe could have had a
bad positioning right now for Nunu as shaco starts to queue in. There goes the exhaust onto Nunu. Nunu is getting hit hard by not just one ultimate, but also the binding from Morgana. Jarvan trying to go in there. Bad positioning for Jarvan, who gets ulted right now by Morgana. And there goes Fizz as well. Fizz ends up getting hit. He's going to use his Playful Trickster to try to get out of there. He is ignited right now, and the pings are going off on Warwick. Warwick might find himself in a bad situation where Tristana is chasing him right now. There goes the rocket jump. The ultimate from Tristana hits him into a wall, though. There goes the binding from Morgana. She misses, and Warwick will get out of there safe. However, that was 2 kills. Oh, the Warwick ultimate onto Pawn Gypsy as Lee Sin. Pawn Gypsy taking a lot of damage right now, but that is 4 players against your 2. Probably not necessarily a good idea to go into that team fight, and so they are going to back out. However, just the usual, once again pulling out with more kills on the team fight and starting to pull away a little bit. Actually, I take that back. Because of the dragon kills, they are right along each other. When you look, they're about, right now, just the usual has about a 700 gold advantage. And something kind of interesting to look at, Tristana right now, who is 3-1, she still is behind by almost 1,000 gold from Miss Fortune.
Oh my gosh, the CS difference is so massive. If you didn't notice, Warwick actually picked off Sona, chased her out in that team fight, and got the last little bit of damage out with that ignite as he was running away.
See ping starting to go off, and they're just kind of going through and cleaning up the jungle. We have seen 1 turret down. We have 2 turrets down, excuse me, in the favor of Just the Usual, who right now has the kill advantage. They have the turret advantage. They do not have that high of a gold advantage. Right now, only 300 gold. So it's kind of surprising. Right now, raGe is still sticking in there when it comes to gold, but really showing their great team positioning, doing a great job of positioning their teams just right when it comes to team fights to kind of take advantage. And I don't know. I think right now raGe isn't doing a good job of having heads up on where they should be. Nunu should not have been in that Baron taking out that ward. Even though there was a ward in there, that really was a bad position for him to be in because Morgana was able to come in and they were able to have 3 different people come in and do a lot of damage. So right now, raGe, it's not just the usual that's doing a great job with their team positioning, but it's also raGe doing a kind of a bad job with their positioning.
Yeah, however, raGe is probably going to be looking to close that gap again because they do have 3 Wriggles Lanterns on their team, 1 on Misfortune, 1 on Jarvan, and 1 on Warwick. I would not be surprised if this translated into an early Baron. They're probably going to be looking for Tristana to be farming bot lane. Tristana is very far. I wouldn't be surprised if Misfortune went down, just pushed bot lane as hard as she could somewhat soon. However, before that, it looks like they want this mid tower, and if they do take that mid tower, it will be much easier to get Baron. However, the Morgana's ultimate has gone out, catching Warwick. Now they're all jumping on him. He is taking tower bolt. Misfortune is trying to answer with her ultimate, but Warwick is going to go down, and the rest of raGe is going to be forced out of the fight.
See, once again, I feel like even though they have the Wriggles, even though they're keeping up, they're doing just a bad job with their positioning. Once again, Warwick, why are you taking that turret without any creeps with you? You're getting surrounded by 3 different champions. I think that was just bad positioning. Once again, just the usual, taking advantage of it, grabbing a kill and a turret, and they're going to start pulling away pretty soon here with the gold advantage if this keeps happening. Right now, they've got a little bit under a 2K gold advantage as we see them trying to defend off this turret. They took half of that turret damage, and they still are all basically full health.
Yeah, Just the Usual is really running away with this game. They picked a couple of champions that are really difficult to keep from feeding. They picked Shaco and they picked Lee Sin, both very strong early and mid-game picks, and it looks like they want to try and win this game as quickly as possible. I think the one hope that raGe... Oh no, hold on, it looks like Jarvan is engaged on them, but he is taking a lot of damage. The tower has gone down, the Sword ultimate is down, catching a lot of raGe, and now raGe is just melting. Flares has jumped onto Tristana, but she is going to try to get away. Now Tristana and Misfortune are trading with each other, but the rest of the team is coming to help, and it looks like Tristana goes down to Fizz. Oh, if the flashes come out from Sona trying to deal the last bit of damage to Slacko, and the flash in from Lee Sin does finish him off. In the meantime, Misfortune is trying to hit Lee Sin, and there he goes. Takes him out in the meantime. The Morgana snare goes out, snares Warwick, saving Sona. It looks like no, Sona has turned around,
What's Sona doing? Why, Sona? Why?
She has given up on life.
I suppose. What a team fight.
Wow. raGe came out ahead in that fight, I believe. No,
they didn't. There was a 4-3 exchange. Definitely went in favor of Team Just the Usual. Right now they are chasing. Oh, there goes the binding onto Warwick, and Warwick is going to take a good amount of damage from that pool and also that binding. They're going to start pinging off Dragon, trying their best. Like you said, use that kind of 3 wriggle advantage. There goes the pink ward. However, they know they're there. Ward or not, they know that they are there right now. So I'm not entirely sure why he laid the pink ward down right away, but they did, and it looks like they're going to make their way back and start to ping onto the Baron. Now, take a look right now. There are no wards around Baron for either team. You have this entrance to the jungle warded by Just the Usual right now. However, if they come around through the jungle here, they have no idea whether or not they're going to be taking Baron. So look for Just the Usual to start to make their way over there to possibly ward it up, because I'm assuming that they can see that they have 3 Wriggles.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a ward in the back of Baron for Just the Usual, and Jarvan is plopping down a ward in front of Baron. So now Baron is warded. However, the surrounding brush definitely is not. Nunu went back. Looks like he's picking up quite... I've guessed... Yep, he picked up 5 wards for the team, going to plant them all around the jungle, because I would say the one way that raGe really has to get ahead again in this game is to plant those wards around Baron, get to know and just all around the jungle, get to know where Just the Usual is, and take that Baron.
I'm a little surprised right now. raGe is at mid right now. Morgana laying down a Dark Binding. raGe is pushing hard in mid, and right now Just the Usual is really split up. Tristana's down at bot lane. They know that they're there. She's going to kind of take advantage of it. There goes the ultimate in from shaco. They do not know that that is not the real shaco. There goes Jarvan in with his knockup. However, big damage going off. Misfortune with her ultimate. She's going to have to cancel out of it early on. shaco's clone taking a lot of damage. It's going to fall pretty fast, and it looks like Tristana is going to start to make her way in there. So the advantage that raGe did have is going to fast fall. And yeah, look at Misfortune taking a lot of damage from Morgana there with the Dark Binding, and so they're going to back their way out of there. I'm not too surprised by that. The advantage definitely... Oh, there's the rocket jump in from Tristana. Tristana is also going to get the Black Shield. They're trying to do a little bit of damage. I'm assuming Warwick is going to try to ulti. Yeah, there goes the Warwick ultimate onto Morgana. Morgana is going to use... Oh, perfect! Hourglass from Morgana. There goes the Sona ultimate. The ultimate from Morgana goes off. Morgana is going to fall to Fizz. However, 3 members of Team raGe are going to fall in the process. And it looks like Warwick is still alive. Warwick is just beast mode right now as he starts to make his way through. He is fighting 1v1 against this Lee Sin and winning. Also shaco there, and he is going to continue to chase after him. Why not? He is going to possibly grab the kill. There's the safeguard from Lee Sin. I'm surprised that shaco wasn't there. There goes the kill onto Lee Sin from Warwick, and Warwick is not finished. He wants that shaco. He's making his way through. Blood. And I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, he is going to queue out of there. It is going to be a 4-for-4 exchange, and both teams are going to trade. Warwick kind of coming out the victor out of that one. He's got both buffs, and it looks like they're both, the blue buff is fresh, however the red buff is not fresh, and he also have his oracles. And shaco didn't die though, and I believe shaco has the oracles, yeah, so they have not taken the oracles from Team Just the Usual yet. So great heads up play from shaco to not die. They kept the oracle, great heads up play, and it looks like that was just kind of a great trade-off. And if you look for gold, right now there's a 7 kill advantage for Just the Usual. However, with that Wriggles and with the Dragon control, raGe is sitting right there with them and has pretty much the same amount of gold.
I think this is a sign that raGe is finally starting to hit their prime. We were talking about how Nicantra was pointing out how Just the Usual has a very strong early game composition. You have, especially with shaco and Lee Sin. Even though Tristana is a hyper carry, Misfortune is still a very strong late game carry as well. You cannot discount that. Now, even with Morgana using that amazing Zhonya's Hourglass and Sona using her ultimate to keep her alive so that it could go off, they lost that fight.
Oh, we see a fight developing around Baron here. There goes the ultimate from Morgana.
Misfortune used her ultimate in the back. Jarvan has jumped onto Morgana. She's going to flash out, so the Sona ultimate comes out, stunning all 3 of them. But Morgana is sort of phased out of the fight. Fizz is having trouble getting in, but there goes Jarvan at long last. The Nunu ultimate is going out to slow them down, do as much damage as he can, but he is going to go down there. Wow, Just the Usual making me eat my own words. Doing incredibly well that team fight. That Morgana initiation was absolutely amazing, and this is going to leave Baron open. This was the sort of thing that raGe wanted. They wanted Baron. That's the reason they had all those Wriggles. However, it looks like Just the Usual is going to be able to take it pretty much without contest unless Fizz wants to make a risky play over here. They do see him though. He jumps in and quickly jumps out. Lee Sin has jumped onto him though. Auto attacks him, and that's going to be it. Lee Sin flashes back over the wall to finish off Baron. They're telling Misfortune to fall back. The fallback ping's coming out, strutting back off. They're going to have to give this Baron up. Wow. what an excellent play on the part of Just the Usual, knowing exactly what they needed to do, getting that Morgana ultimate off, that Zhonya's Hourglass really doing some work for her, getting her exactly where she needed to be, could not stop that ultimate, Sona ultimate saving her allies, and Shaco really being where, Lee Sin especially being exactly where he needed to be, and Tristana, of course, with red buff now, had red buff during that fight, really doing some work.
Lee Sin is level 16 right now, and if you look at the gold advantage, Lee Sin right now with 11,000 gold. The next closest on Team raGe is actually Miss Fortune with 10,000, so Lee Sin has a huge gold advantage. He does have his Frozen Heart, or excuse me, not Frozen Heart, Frozen Mallet. He also has his Atmas and a Last Whisper. That Lee Sin is doing a deceptive amount of damage and also tanking a lot of damage, and really he's doing a great job with such a tough lane against Warwick. We've seen a lot of that, a lot of top Lee Sin just doing a great job so far this tournament. And that really went the exact opposite way that raGe wanted it to go. They wanted to grab that Baron because they had the triple wriggles. They wanted that control. And like you said, kind of making you eat your words a little bit. That was exactly the opposite. You see some pings going off here. They're saying to back off. I think right now, if they were to initiate, Just the Usual is going to take a big fight. And there's not too much that raGe can really do about it. And they know about it. Just the Usual knows it. They're going to go and take Dragon, and they're going to look to push up this map.
Yeah, the gold is finally starting to pull. The gold advantage is finally starting to shift in someone's favor. Just the Usual, finally pulling out. Up to this point, we had really seen sort of a back and forth. One team would be 1k ahead, then it might close. But now we finally have Just the Usual getting the advantage, and now they're pressing it. They did it. The first thing they took was Baron, and then they said, okay, we're ahead now. Let's go take Dragon. There's not much they can do about it, especially while we're wearing Baron buff. And now Shaco is going to be top lane. And, Shaco's going to be split pushing top lane, while the rest of them go bot lane.
That's a great call right now for Team Just the Usual. Shaco is going to have a decent creep wave, while there's going to be a 4v5, and I mean, really, that's a great call. There is nobody near top lane. Jarvan starts to see it, though, and starts to make his way up top. I think it's going to be too late, though. Shaco is definitely going to take that top tower, and it looks like possibly bottom tower is going to go as well down towards Team Just the Usual as they continue to do just a great job of map control, map positioning, and that's the power of Shaco. You know, Shaco has a weak when it comes to fighting other champions late game. However, he is just so strong when it comes to his ability to split push. Now we see the Misfortune ult start to go off, clearing out the creep wave and making it so they can't take that bottom tower. However, Jarvan is trying to hit Shaco, and Shaco is just standing there and taking all of the abuse from Jarvan. Jarvan has no damage. All he has is a Wriggles, Aegis, and Heart of Gold, whereas right now Shaco...
Hold on, lane, we have an engagement. The Sona ultimate has come out, hitting all three of them, but it looks like Fizz and Warwick have gone down while Sona has gone down. No, Morgana has been taken down by Misfortune, and now Nunu being the last casualty of this fight. That is, wow, they just really took that, and now that's going to be possibly 2 towers for Just the Usual, completely winning that fight. In the meantime, Jarvan and Shaco have been dancing around, and they are both at about the same amount of health. However, Shaco is going to be able to lifesteal easier with the attack speed from Wit's End, and the lifesteal from his Wriggles. Yep, they're going to push in, they're going to take that tower, and they're going to take that inhibitor. What a win for Just the Usual. That exchange definitely went in their favor.
And Shaco is still there and pushing, which is absolutely amazing. He is just sitting there. Jarvan even went back. However, Lee Sin and Tristana start to make their way over, and they're going to clean up that last inhibitor as they start to make their way back. And really just a solid play from Just Usual. We see Jarvan trying to go in there and do a little bit of knockup. There goes the slow onto Lee Sin. If they can get this Lee Sin kill, it'll be huge because Lee Sin right now is 14-2. However, he safeguards up to Tristana. There goes the ultimate from Shaco. Shaco is going in there trying to distract him a little bit. The ultimate from Warwick onto Tristana. However, Tristana has the cleanse from her from her QSS. Great call item-wise, and Warwick is still sitting there. They know that is a Shaco clone, and it looks like Just the Usual is going to escape scotch-free, which is phenomenal. What an exchange and what a great play. They are now 10k gold above raGe. They now have 2 inhibitors, and really is looking in favor of Just the Usual right now.
Well, Just the Usual is doing exactly what they need to do right now. They're basically just pressing their advantage as fast as they can. Right now, they're trying to win as quickly as they can because even though Shaco is doing well, Lee Sin is doing well, they are still early game characters. That said, Lee Sin, 14 kills, 10 assists. Holy cow, that's not going to fall off. So what they really want to do is get through this before Shaco becomes a useless clown. Even so,
yeah.
he's been doing quite a bit. Wow, a bunch of pings going down. That is wards.
Wards
That is a lot of wards.
everywhere. Taking a look at the
Wards
gold difference, though, Lee Sin is just so far ahead in gold right now. And actually, Team Just the Usual have 3 characters with over double digits, whereas right now raGe just has 1, and actually Warwick is just a little over 10,000. So, I mean, right now the gold advantage really kind of in the favor on champions that they have really strong mid early game. Lee Sin, however, with 14-2, I mean, he is just hyper carrying and fast, and they're going to look to take out that mid turret. And I don't know if there's anything raGe really can do here. I think right now, Just the Usual has the better initiation. They have the better, obviously, the better gold advantage and item advantage. So we'll look to see this possibly go down. There goes ultimate. He uses his. There's the initiation, the ultimate. Jarvan taking a lot of damage in there. There goes Jarvan. The hourglass used from Morgana with the Fizz ult. A bunch of people dropping from Team raGe. 3 people dropping from raGe. Warwick, Fizz, and Jarvan. And they're looking to continue the carnage. Oh, actually, Morgana falling. Misfortune doing a great job. However, it looks like Misfortune is going to fall Lee Sin. Lee Sin is still in there. Can he get the Q off onto, the Q onto Nunu. And there is the ace for Team Just the Usual, and they are going to start to make their way towards the Nexus. The GG is starting to go out, and it looks like the winner of the February 2012 League Monthly is going to be Just the Usual with a big game number 3. Congratulations going out to them. Congratulations to everyone who played this game. raGe for making it to the finals as well. Congratulations to Synergy for taking 3rd, and Rampage for taking 4th. Listen, if you've got a team, make sure to join this tournament coming up next month. Again, big congratulations out to everybody, and a big congratulations out to Team Just the Usual winning.